Right. That time. All right. There is nobody can get the And then, and they. Look, you know, they won't be the ball, I can go and go out. We won't, they'll bet, that's like $5,000. He knows that. Going about other games.
Ben, Ben,
What about here? Oh, yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Put this over a little bit. Did you want to pull it over there?
Maybe look off this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
I need to go, sir.
I need to move it over some. There. What's that?
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
If they need to move, they'll direct me to, no problem. I will, thank you. No, sir, that's Mr. Dean Ferguson. That depends, sir. On the public reception of that information. It might be my name. Yeah. Staff. They don't say that the staff is one. But I'm an expert at self-management, apparently. Oh, Ted has things yelled down the hall, man, and everything fixes everything. They're trying to bend his legs before he leaves. Fixed majority back to the majority. And most. They're about.
Let's call the meeting to order. First thing we have to do as a committee, Rules Committee, is approve the minutes from this morning meeting that we had. And Frazier moves that we adopt the minutes. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Minutes have been adopted. Now we'll go to consideration of legislation. Before we get started, I want to thank Ted and Ben and Tommy, who I think they were here over there, and you other guys too, Parker and Dylan. Thank you for all that you've done. We've had I know I've worked you guys to death, and I appreciate all the hard work that you've done. We're going to take up joint resolution 202 and the reapportionment, redistricting for the Senate. As all of you know, any questions before we get started? Anyone? As all of you know, on July the 2nd, 2024, a three-judge panel of the United States District Court for the Southern District of Mississippi held that the legislature needs to redraw their maps to comply with Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. And so that's why we're here. Actually, I think at the time there were like 5 districts, and we went to court, and I think we won 3 of the 5, but we had 2 that we did not win two different areas, and those areas were DeSoto County and Forest County. Now, on July the 18th of 24, the same court held that we would allow the legislature, or they would allow through the regular session of 2025 to remedy those Section 2 issues that were found in an earlier opinion. That's why we're here today. None of us want to be here. I don't mind telling you, I think everyone was happy with their districts, but we're here to comply with the courts first. I think when I first met with you guys, you asked me, what are your goals? And I said, number one is we have to comply with the courts. That's number one. Number two, be as fair as we can be. And I said, regardless of who it is or what it is, though, just be fair. And so that was our goals up front. After the court issued its order in late July of last year, that tells you how long we've been working on this. We've been receiving inquiries from members whose districts possibly could be affected by the court order. And we've allowed any member, I'm talking about, who asked to go over and meet with our staff over at Pier to meet with Ben and Ted and to view their districts and all the data that we had. Over the course of the past several months, the members have provided input about the opinions and at the redraws. And when I say members, I'm talking about not just those that are running, but some of those that thought that they might run. And we've had all of the members that were concerned or that may run anywhere from, I think the least any of them went over was twice, as many as 5 times each. So you can see by meeting with that many people and that many times, how many hours. It's just been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of hours put into this. We've drawn these things every way that you can possibly think of drawing them. And of course, we ask each and every one of them for their input too on redrawing, and we got plenty of that as well. So also met with Senator Simmons, Derek Simmons, as well as the other Democratic senators and members of the Black Caucus, and I wanted their input as well, because that's the reason we're here. So, and we got that. And my understanding is tomorrow that they may offer an alternative map, but we were very open with everyone. Each senator would look at their district. They couldn't always look at everyone else's district, but they could look at their own district to see where they'd possibly be running. Also, the plaintiffs, they sent us a proposed plan and suggested their plan as well for a redrawing of the districts. And well, let's just say we had problems with that at this time. Before presenting the proposed plan to the committee, we invited every effective member over to look at the plan. I don't know what else we can do. Like I say, we've had so many drawings, I can't even count them. Several, I will tell you that. The criteria and the factors considered in the development of these plans was to stay within the 5% deviation from the ideal size of each district, to comply with one person, one vote requirement as required by the United States Constitution, and districts must be contiguous and comply with all state and federal laws, including Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. And we have followed all of that criteria in doing this. The description, I guess, we have maps, and some of it shows it's cut off. It doesn't show all the district, but we have a full district map for anyone to observe, and then some blown up parts of some of it. So for people just to observe. here on the table. And Ben, I appreciate you. I called you last night and asked you for all this and for you to get it and the other work that you did and had ready before 9 o'clock this morning or 9:30. It's unbelievable. Thank you for that hard work and getting here early and doing it. In DeSoto County, the two areas, as I said earlier, DeSoto County and the Hattiesburg area. And DeSoto County, we switched district numbers at a member's request. We switched numbers from that 2022 plan that we just passed. Seemed like it seems like last year, but it was 2022. The old Senate District 11 from 2022 was existing majority minority district, now becomes Senate District number 1, and Senate District 11 becomes the newly created majority minority district in which has no incumbent. The districts consist of territories west of DeSoto County, including most of Horn Lake, extending westward in the westward boundary of the county, and then going south to Tunica County. And the voting age population, the black voting age population of that district is 50.92%. The real difference and it's some maps that you may see offered later and tomorrow, hopefully, will be that our district, we did exactly what the courts asked us to do. The courts asked us in the ruling to draw a new district, and that's exactly what we did. A new district with no incumbent. The district will afford majority citizens an opportunity to elect a candidate of their choice. Like I say, there's no incumbent in that new district. Creation of the new district, including the district itself, will affect a total of 5 districts requiring new elections in those districts. The only effective existing majority minority district is District 1 with a voting age population of 52.46%. The redraw District 1 also pairs incumbents Senator Jackson, Senator McClendon. Now, District 45 is a newly created, that's the Forest County, Hattiesburg area. That district, wholly contained within Forest County, includes a few precincts in neighboring Lamar County. Black voting age population of that is 51.24%. There's no incumbent in that district as well. So again, you see that we're doing exactly what the courts ordered and forming 2 new districts with no incumbents that are majority minority districts. By doing this, other districts affected by the drawing were Senate Districts 34, 41, 42, and 44. The creation of that in the South, just as the North, it will be five districts affected. As a result of that drawing, we have, by drawing Senate District 45 as the new majority minority district, Senator Polk and Senator Johnson are now paired in District 44. The only other affected existing majority minority district is District 34, which is that's Senator Barnett's district, has a black voting age population of 53.31%. So as I've said, the courts ordered 2 majority minority new districts, and we've done that in Senate District 11 and Senate District 45. Let's see, what else maybe I should tell you. Well, as far as political performance, an important consideration in developing this proposed plan was maintaining the political performance in each district to extend to the extent we're able to comply with the court order. court ordered us to set an election schedule for the affected districts after we redraw. And the plan affects a total of 10 districts, as I said, requiring us to hold new elections later this year for those districts. Election schedule for the joint resolution follows the same schedule for statewide elected elections that we would follow in a regular election cycle. In other words, you will have the August primary, and you'll have the runoff, and then you'll have the November election, general election. Qualifying dates, let's see, qualifying will be May 19th through May 30th. So the date by which these plans must be delivered to the local election officials is no later than April the 25th. So you see, we're getting close to the date we're pushing. In conclusion, I really want to say that the plan complies with the court orders to redraw the districts in compliance with Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, as well as other legal requirements. We've complied with the court order while affecting as few districts as possible. I mean, we've had anywhere from the 10 to 14. If you remember, the plaintiff's first map they sent us had 41 running. We have 10. So it tells you how hard we've worked on this to get to where we are today. So anyway, we've tried to affect as few districts as possible. We feel like this is a good map for the citizens of Mississippi, and I urge its adoption, and I'll be glad to answer any questions from the committee. If no questions, all of you have the bill, you have the maps, you've seen everything. You know, we've had this on, I originally had a bill. This has changed, to be honest with you, from the joint resolution like 200 or 201. What's this one? 20. We've done so much. The 202. So 201. The differences in this one mainly is that we had two senators that were having to run in that one. And that was Senator Chisholm, who no longer is in this, and Senator Derek Simmons, who is no longer in this. So that's the major changes there from the other than that, it was tweaking a little bit. So we've had the map that you're seeing is map number, final version map number 14. So it tells you we had 13 other final versions before we finally came up with the one that we felt comfortable with and felt like that the courts would approve and that most everyone would be happy with. Okay, if any questions? Senator DeVar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I want to commend you and your staff. I know you worked on this painstakingly over the last several months, and I think this is a very good plan that you have before us. Several times you indicated that this does comply with the court's order. Have you had a chance to talk to experts on this, and if so, what proof or things have you done to show that this does comply with a court's order? And if Tommy or Ted have to speak to that, that's fine too. But I think you've done a lot of work. I think people need to know what you've done to show that it does comply with the court's order.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Senator. Yes, of course, Ted himself is an expert and Ben as well, but Tommy, I don't know how many of these Tommy Carden has done, but a lot over the last several years and several reapportionments. And he very well understands. He also understands the courts. So, and what will and what will not fly. They employed three expert map companies in other states to review these for performance. And this map that we have now, they say will perform. If you wonder now, of the 14 maps, we probably had 8 of them that would perform, but we just felt like we could do better on the maps. And the others did perform. But to tell you how how they watch everything. And based on past performance of elections and all, we went from 13 to 14 because they asked us to move, I think it was 83 people out of one district into another. That's how close they look at everything. And yes, it's been reviewed, double reviewed, triple reviewed
Well-
by experts and by the attorneys and by peer.
And I think, I think we on the committee knew that. And so I think it was important to let the public know that. You had Tommy and Ted, who's got years of experience, and Ben, as well as 3 independent experts review this, have all said that the map that you had before us complies with the court order. And I think
Yes, sir.
it's a very good job, and I appreciate what you've done, Senator Kirby.
Thank you. We've worked hard on it. I appreciate you guys. And I didn't say this, but I did take this committee over to look at the map so that it wouldn't be totally shocked and when they got here today. And they all reviewed the maps and asked a lot of questions, and hopefully they were all sufficiently answered. All right. Any other questions? Motion? Yes, sir.
Motion is title sufficient to be adopted. Joint Resolution 202.
Senator Michelle moves the title sufficient do be adopted. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Resolution's been adopted. The plans are, I will tell everyone, is to bring this up tomorrow afternoon, after lunch. My understanding is that we may have, some other bills, before this one even tomorrow, but the plans are to bring this up tomorrow. All right. If no questions, motion to rise and report. Motion to rise and report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Meeting adjourned.